Good morning, everyone. Well, I think it's the afternoon now. Welcome to Bearded Uchard, and today what we're going to do is we're going to make a rustic breakfast salad. So, the tools I'm going to be using are, in some instances, I'll need to use this. It's a vegetable peeler. But instead of using traditional tools, I'm going to use my SOG throwing knife and also my SOG hatchet. Now, you might ask yourself, why are you using those? Well, when I'm on the road, I plan to be doing a lot of outdoor cooking and prep. And I think, hey, if I'm going to utilize these, I'm going to utilize them the way they need to. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these at different instances to chop, cut, mince, whatever, as we make this rustic salad. So, first thing we're going to start off with is a cucumber. Going to cut this bad boy up. And, you know, rustic means big chunks. Like, it doesn't have to be little, doesn't have to be cut a certain way, you know, whatever, just cut it the way you feel. And that's what I'm doing. You see, making these big old giant cuts. It's gonna be delicious. All right, let's not that little tiny piece. And so they don't have to be this big. I'm gonna cut them up just a little bit more. You know, this, all right, I can do that. And yes, I'm keeping the skin on because I like the skin. Now this part, see that it's going a little bit bad. All I gotta do, cut that out. They're gonna go right into compost. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut these up into a few pieces and get done with that. Got those cut up. Put those in the bucket. I'm gonna try my hand at doing a little editing magic. So we'll see how that works out. Next, I have some baby Bella mushrooms. I love these bad boys. And so what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to remove the stems just to make it easier. And boom. And then I'm just going to cut everything up into halves. The bigger ones, you know, I'll cut into thirds. Those nice and minced up. I know you're asking yourself, when is he going to use the hatchet? Or maybe you weren't. I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to use it. Just going to wait for the opportunity that presents itself. So, you know, you're going to get nice big chunks. Like, you can eat this with a fork or a damn salad spoon. That's how big I want these chunks to be. I want it to feel like, hey, we ain't here trying to make no pretty little meal. And I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube. There's this one where the guys are making bacon and eggs pie. So they have a nice big... what is it called? They have a nice big cast iron pan and they're just like rolling the bacon up, cracking the eggs, seasoning it, onions, throw that bitch on the grill, and boom. And it was so beautiful. That inspired me. Like, I really want to make that one day when I'm out there, out in the wild on Chandler House 2, exploring. So I love these pieces. These pieces can definitely go in there just like this. And I did a little prep beforehand, you all, so I rinsed things off and made sure they were ready, so I just didn't pull it out of the package or anything. And a lot of these things are actually locally grown as well, so they're out here in the community from the local farms and everything. That's what makes it even better. Next, we're gonna put in tomatoes. I love tomatoes, and these tomatoes are, when I say organic, that means like 5 miles down the road is where these tomatoes came from. So, you know, let's look at that. Oh, that looks so beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait to add my favorite thing to this is going to be the onions. So that's going to probably come up next. I might need a bigger bowl. This bowl is already almost filled up. I could be doing too much too, because I'm always doing too much. So, got that. All right, tomatoes. Let's see, I'll go over here. Scrape some of this excess into there. All right, my favorite, onions. Oh, I love these onions. I bought these onions from Amish store down the road called Garber's Market. And he's just a nice fellow. He has a little shed next to his stand. And these onions are like 75 cents a pound. Have you ever seen an onion this? This is a beautiful, this is a sexy onion. I am attracted to this onion. I find this onion to be attractive. See what I'm saying? Ridiculous. Alrighty. So, That was not what I intended to do. So I was trying to cut about right here to save this part because you can actually regrow the onions from there. And I cut half of it off by accident. Oh well, it happens. Let's get this part off. And usually I don't like to eat the outer shell because that's the protective one, so it can be kind of like filmy. So maybe I'll try to cut that off with the hatchet. Let's see this. There we go. You waited that long and you only use that tiny part of the hatchet? I know. But this would be good for compost. And you know, one thing I used to do, I have a crock pot. So I would take all of my vegetable scraps and throw them in the freezer. And by the time the bag filled up, I would use all those vegetable scraps to make vegetable stock. And I would use that for soups and other dishes. So when I'm on the road doing Beard of Uhtred rustic cooking show, I'll be actually doing a lot of that. Because I'll have the bus to use the energy to keep the crock pot cooking. And I use it to make vegetable stew. Now, obviously not while the bus is moving. I'm not stupid. And, you know, unless I have one that had the clamps on it, which I don't. So, all right, let's get this onion going. I love onions. Onions are like, I guess I start to understand why LL Cool J is so attracted to food. Like, just listen to the sounds of that onion getting cut. Oh. Don't kill me, LL Cool J. You swole as hell, but you do talk crazy about food. Look at that. I'm just use that hatchet to just give me these onion chunks down. With onions, I like to make them a little more smaller because, you know, onions can be quite powerful. So this is good because all it's going to do is break into pieces. When I, you know, pull it apart, throw that in there, and just, you know, really chop it up. Like when I say rustic, you know, this ain't trying to be pretty or cute. I want to get it in so it can get in my belly. Like seriously, y'all, I've been hungry all day. I have not eaten. I woke up at like 9 and I came in the kitchen because I was so tired I forgot to clean the kitchen. And the kitchen looks terrible. So I've been spending all morning cleaning the kitchen and hanging out with my friend whose property this is. And now I'm finally getting to eat. I gotta make sure to put enough onion because you want to offset the flavors. You got the acidity of the tomatoes and then you add that tingy bite of the onions. Check that out. This is already too much. Look, I haven't added anything green yet and it's already, oh yeah, I did, the cucumbers. Okay, so look, that's not looking too bad. Look at that. Mix that up a little bit and it's even chopping it up while I mix it. Oh man, don't that look good? I ain't even add no seasoning yet. Boy, woo! Y'all better stop playing with me up out here. Bro, I say I got that Beard of Uhtred, I ain't lying, I'm growing my stuff out. I love that show. I gotta catch up on it. I know it's a new season, but I've been so busy with the bus, y'all. I ain't been able to watch my main man, Uhtred, son of Uhtred, you know, get his chill on, trying to see what he's doing with the king's son. What was that king name? Alfred. King, his name was Alfred. First of all, Alfred was a gangster. Like, he had a sickly body, but his mind was about 6'8", 275 pounds, 6% body fat was his mind. He was a technical genius. He understood the importance of media and recording all the shit that was going on. Like, yeah, I might not like everything England was on, but I appreciate what Alfred was doing because he realized how important other shit was other than his damn body. Yeah, he suffered at night. He set that stuff up and made sure Uhtred was there to take care of his son who was going to become king after he passed. Y'all see, I like that show. That's why I'm the Beard of Uhtred. All day. Oh, look at that, man. Don't this look beautiful, y'all? I ain't even done yet. Oh, man. Let's just mix it up something good. This bowl is overflowing, and knowing me, I will eat this whole fucking bowl. Maybe I shouldn't be cussing. I don't want to. There's a chance one day this might get monetized. I don't know how that works quite yet, but this one's a little big. Let me go ahead and just. There we go. Boom. That's a lot better. Alrighty. Alright, so we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We're gonna add some apples. These apples literally grow on trees from the outside, but I'm gonna skin these before I use them, and I'm not gonna bore y'all with those details. I'm gonna just do one of those voila things. I bet you they look choppy as hell. Anyway, Here go my apples. Gonna cut these up into some nice chunks. Make sure to get those seeds out the middle. Woo-ha. Boom. So I cut up the rest of those apples because that part was gonna be boring. And let's see if some of these apple seeds turn into apple trees out on this property. I'm sad I didn't get to use avocado, but next time I do it, it'll be good. I hope a certain company decides that they would like to go ahead and sponsor me, because I really actually like that drink. It's really good. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't think I'm gonna put it in there, but I'm going to cut up some Swiss cheese that I bought from the Amish general store to have on the side of the salad, because all the flavors I'm gonna put in there, I don't think I want the cheese to necessarily mesh well with that. So yeah, there we go. Just a nice little. I usually like to cut my cheese nice, but I said this is the rustic show, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just cut it rustically. Maybe I shouldn't try to advertise to people when I just cursed in this video like 16 times. But I'm a real dude. I'm talking about real stuff. I'm gonna be out in the forest, in the national parks. It ain't gonna be all holly jolly censored. I still love your product, man. So hold on. Oh, let me do it like that. Okay, y'all shouldn't be hearing me chewing. That's super bogus. So, here is my rustic salad, y'all. Unfortunately, it does not have avocado, which I really wanted in this mug. But I'm mixing it up before I add my seasonings, just to make sure when I add the seasonings, they go around and it evenly coats everything. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't like to waste food. I'll get it to the dog. Oh, I'm tripping now. Let me move closer. There we go. So, I'm gonna taste this mushroom. Oh, man. So, there we go, y'all. This is the season I'm gonna use. Beer can chicken. This is so awesome. Roasted garlic. And a little bit of this original seasoning blend. This is all right. It's not as good as those, but it adds extra something. Be liberal, with your seasonings. Put as much as you want. Just try not to put too much of a salty one in, because you don't want to mask the flavor of what you eat. So, alrighty, seasonings on there. Let's give it a good mix. Try not to drop none this time. Alrighty. This is gonna be so good, y'all. Check this out. Look at that, yo. It smells good. It's that beer can chicken, y'all. Let me make sure the bottom of that is getting there. I mean, obviously I could be doing this with my hands since I'm the only one eating this, but since I said I was gonna use my tools in here, I figured why not? Let's look at that tomatoes, y'all. Like, oh my God, this is like fire. Now, I would suggest using like lime juice or something like that as well for yours, because that's what I would do. Lime juice, just like if you're making salsa, lime juice really just makes it hit. So what I'm gonna do here, y'all, is I'm gonna pour some into this other bowl, just because I want to experiment and add something different. LL, I get it, bro. I understand why you love this so much. Now, that's why he be like, oh, look at the tomatoes and the mushrooms and the cucumber. Put a little garlic on it. Oh, yeah. Got my cheese, which is gonna go on the side. I'm gonna put some sprouts on the top. I love me some sprouts. What you talking about? Nothing but them sprouts. Somebody's pulling up with horses. That's cool. That's the type of life I live. This is how I'm living, y'all. And what I'm also gonna do is I have some beet juice mixed with some carrot juice. I'm gonna mix that with some of my sparkling Springfield water. It's gonna be so excellent, you guys. Look at that. Oh. That's the pulp you see going in there with it. So is this the beet and the carrot? Ooh, that's sweet. Y'all don't understand. beet juice is really sweet, yo. It's what they use. Look at that. It's what they use to make red velvet cake. It's chocolate cake, but they sweeten it with beet juice instead of sugar, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna drink this, and you know what? I'm gonna add something store-bought to this, y'all, and I'm gonna show you what. Some mango salsa. Oh, I love mango salsa. It's that sweet and that spicy combination that really just hits everything just right. Come on, there we go. Smells good too. Let's put a little bit of that on top. Like, y'all, I eat, and this is mostly vegetables anyway, with some cheese on the side. So it ain't like I'm getting filled up on the calories that I would be on the damn, eating just nothing but meat. Which I am an omnivore. I eat meat and I eat veggies. But today I'm just doing it big like this because that's how I got it. Oh man, spinach. So good, y'all. I drink it by itself. Anyway, this has been Bearded Utrecht. You can see my crazy looking rustic salad, garnished with 2 mini sprouts and just a nice touch of mango salsa. I got my Swiss cheese. I got my beet juice mixed with my spindrift. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet. It's time to eat. This is Bearded Utrecht signing off.